Hi, I will show you how you can plant a little tree. Here it's an apple tree with some tips from electroculture. Some electroculture tips of me, Yannick Van Doorne. So here I dig a hole. I will put a cone like this. It's a paramagnetic cone, like you find also in my book. So that I put really under the tree. But before I will put some oyster shells like this, a few, and this is to make holes, to make little air rooms under the tree. This is an idea that comes from 1 century ago. It's a very old technique of planting trees. And the oyster shells also very rich in magnesium, calcium, and all kind of minerals like this that are lacking in my soil here. So this is what you can do. Then you can put this, a cone, like this. You can put some paramagnetic basalt here. This is a very good paramagnetic basalt with a very high electromagnetic energy. So with a lot of paramagnetism, like Philip Callahan explains in his books, and me too in my book, Basalt and Paramagnetism, that you also find on internet and on my site and Amazon. And then you have the tree with the roots, and what I do, I put one root, one of the biggest root, I put really in the north-south direction, to the north, and this acts like a magnetic antenna. It's a natural way to receive the magnetic energy of the earth. The trees are generally making a nice root direction to the north. I observed this by transplanting trees and some other plants that in general they make a nice root really perfectly directed to the north. And so when I plant a tree, I try to put also a nice root to the north. This can be really beneficial for the good growth of the tree. And so I will mix also some basalt with the earth, and I put some earth like this with some manure from my chickens, but not too much, a little bit, and more on the surface. So that's it. Also, what you can do, you have a lot of tips you can use, but here snail shells acts also like electromagnetic antennas. This works really very well too. Like you see, snail shells, when you look closer, the rotation from the center to the outside is always clockwise, always. That you are in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere of the earth, it's always clockwise, always. Maybe only exceptionally 1 on 100 or 50 that is anti-clockwise, but normally it's always clockwise. So that's very interesting. So that you can also put in the soil, in the hole. It's very easy to get at restaurants. You can have by hundreds of thousands. They just throw it away. So you can use it, and you will see that also to help seeds germinating and growing, it helps very well to those snail shells. It's a natural antenna. So that's it. Now let's plant it. So I will plant it. And in coming years it will be it will be really nice growing, I'm sure of it. What happens too also with the basalt, it keeps the moisture in the soil, and so when it's a dry year or season, you will see that the plants get well rooted and that the soil stay humid very long. It's like it attracts moisture, and also it stimulates life. And so, like it stimulates life, it's also very beneficial for the worm activity, little insects in the soil, and the structure of the soil. So it's very, very interesting. So I think I explained already a lot of things. Yes, also what you can do, it's to put a Lakhovsky coil. This is a Lakhovsky coil of copper wire that is twisted, but it's not absolutely necessary to twist it, but it can help even more. And then I put two little pearls of a certain wood, but it's not absolutely necessary. But if you just already make an open circuit like this in copper with just a copper wire, it will already have very beneficial effects. And you put this around the root like this in the soil, and with the opening to the north if you can, it will also be better. And this will also, this is the Lakhovsky circuit, this will also increase the good beneficial electromagnetic energy of the earth around the tree and stimulates its life energy. This works also very well. The apple trees, the fruit trees are also a lot more resistant to frost in springtime, the flowers, the little fruits, and so you have a lot less frost damage with electroculture like this. That I've seen over the years, over and over. Remember, I share already videos from more than 10 years around electroculture. Now you see a lot of, I have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge building up about electroculture, and I can really testimonial. I get a lot of testimonials of trees that are really a lot more frost resistant, and also against a lot of disease too. So in most cases I have already fruit of the first fruit after 2 years, sometimes 3 years, and then I get almost every year some fruit on the tree. So it depends on the years naturally, but they have fruits really very quickly with electroculture, a lot more quicker than without electroculture, that I can also assure you. So all beneficial effects that you can have very easily. Nice growth, nice fruit, also better quality fruit without manure, without any or a lot less than normally. And so let's do it. I advise, I can only stimulate you to try it out, to do it, and you can find my book Electroculture Practical Guide, Electroculture Growing Practical Guide of Yannick Van Doorne and Angela Durante on my site or on internet, on Amazon easily. It's one of the best books that you can find on the subject. You will see. So let's plant it. Let's planting. It's end of the winter, and let's start a nice growing season. Thank you very much, and let's share all our observations together through social media to make electroculture more known in the world. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Here I show you a little bit of where I live, the landscape, little greenhouse. Here's some trees I planted a few years ago. That's that tree I just planted now. You see here my house, nice landscape. I'm here in a semi-continental climate. So, gives you an idea. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.